Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Up next in our A to Z sewing technique series, I'm going to be teaching you how to sew French seams. This is a great method to use if you want something higher quality than a serged edge, but don't want to invest in a lining. The first thing we're going to do is place our fabrics wrong side together and sew a straight seam. Now if you have 5/8 inch seam allowance, you're going to sew that seam at 3/8 of an inch seam allowance. And if you have a 1/2 inch seam allowance on your pattern, you're going to stitch it at 1/4 inch. Once you've sewn that seam, we're going to trim the remaining fabric down to 1/8 of an inch seam allowance. From here we're going to press our seam with a hot iron, and then we're going to put our fabrics right sides together and give that a press as well. Next step is to take it over to our sewing machine and sew at 1/4 of an inch with the right sides together. And here you can see that these little raw edges are going to be trapped inside, nice and pretty, so we don't see any of that from the inside or the outside. And here's what your finished seam looks like when you're all done. This is a great method if you're working with a sheer fabric. That way you won't see the raw edge or serged edge through the fabric. And it's also a great way to trap those raw edges on fabrics that fray really easily. Okay guys, if you have any suggestions for new videos, leave them in the comments down below. And if you're new here, hit the subscribe button so you can make sure that you get notified whenever I upload a new video.